Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a weirder video than I normally do. There are soon going to be some rather serious changes taking place on the channel, so I need to take a few moments to explain to you what they all are and how they're going to last, why they're occurring, and all of that stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is explain what's going to change on the channel and for how long, and then I'll briefly explain why. I should also preface that there's going to be a similar type of video going up relatively soon. I'm not quite sure when, but there'll be another video going up that won't be a game. That doesn't have any information about the future of the channel, in case you're wondering. That's purely a different thing entirely, so if you're just after information about what's going to happen in the future, don't worry about that. Okay, so what's going to happen with the channel? Uploads are going to have to change. Previously, we had one video a day, usually, unless the videos were short, in which case we occasionally had slightly more than one video a day. But we're going to be changing to 2 to 3 videos a week, going up on Friday and Saturday at roughly 8 o'clock UTC. We're going to be changing from a video a day to videos a couple of times a week on Friday and Saturday. If I can, I will try and get 3 videos up a week where possible, where my time allows me to, and in which case those videos will be going up on the Sunday. Yes, we're going to be moving to a couple of videos a week for about the next 3 months, from the week starting the 28th, I want to say, forward then till about the middle of December. We're going to be continuing on this system of a few videos a week. Then by the middle of December we should be returning to the standard system that we've been working to up until this point, which will be a video a day. That's the major change that's going to happen. Other smaller changes that you'll notice, or you might notice, no new series will start. Well, in the sense that no new big series will start. Nothing like The Forest will be starting. No new long-playing games will start. There might occasionally be a game that's, 2 or 3 parts, something like that. And if there are major updates to Subnautica, I won't wait until December in order to come back and play that. I might do 1 or 2 episodes on that, exploring the new updates, etc, etc, etc. Okay, what else? Yes, it will mostly be standalone games that are just 1 episode. There might occasionally be a comedy if I can find time to write it. No promises on that front. Videos will remain the same length, they'll remain the same type, hopefully they'll remain the same quality. The background will change, as I'll explain why later, but yes, you'll see a different background behind. Those are the major changes that will be occurring from the 28th of September roughly up till the middle of December, at which point then things will go back to normal for about a month, and then in the middle of January probably things will change back again to this system, I expect, but I cannot promise that that will be the case. I can't look that far into the future, I can only predict so far. So those are the changes, and that's the time scale that's going to be occurring. The reason why all of these changes are occurring is because I'm returning to university to continue my degree, and I have to return to university for the sake of the term time, and I predict I will not have as much time as I have currently in order to produce videos. So in order to prevent my grades from being affected by a hobby, I am taking the priority of the channel down, and I am increasing the priority of my work now that I have more of it. That's why the background's going to be changing, because obviously I'll be moving up to the city in order to actually be at the university. I'm hoping that this change will be as painless as possible. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that videos remain of the same quality, of the same style, of the same everything, basically. I'm going to make the changes as minimal as possible and as unnoticeable as possible, but I cannot guarantee that things will always be that way. Because of the fact that I'm returning to university. Obviously there may occasionally be times when I am pressed with work and I'm unable to prioritize videos to the point where videos are delayed by small margins or possibly slightly larger margins. Again, I will try to minimize that happening wherever possible, but grades do have to take a priority over other things, i.e. this channel. I didn't want this to occur per se, but it seems to be, this change seems to be the least painful option that I can offer currently. The two extremes that I can see are completely dedicate myself to the work and forget about the channel. Basically, the channel will have no more uploads until December, which didn't sound like a very pleasant idea to me, and I knew that it would be very difficult to come back into the channel after so long away from it and never doing anything. The other alternative was to attempt to continue to work at the level that I'm currently working on the channel, in the sense of making a video every day, which seemed like that would put too much of a time pressure on me in terms of my other requirements for time needs, given the fact that I'll be working a couple of different jobs, doing the university work, and also doing some other preparations for the future in general. It seemed like that would possibly benefit the channel while costing other things too much. So this seemed like a fair middle ground of still producing enough stuff to keep the channel going and keeping the channel fun, while at the same time not eroding on my time so much that I can no longer look out for anything else. So, was that everything I wanted to say? There'll be one more week of normal videos. I'm recording this on the 18th, so for the week up until the 27th, there'll be one more week of perfectly normal videos. I've been pre-recording stuff to give me a little bit of time to get settled after my move. So there'll be one more week of normal videos, and then the changes will actually become implemented. But I think that's everything that I need to say. That's all of the changes that are going to be happening, all of the changes, why all of the changes are happening, and for how long they're all going to change. So, very basic summary. One more week of normal videos, then about 3 months worth of a video on Friday and Saturday, maybe an extra video on Sunday. No new series will be starting, it will mainly be just standalones, maybe a comedy occasionally if I can afford it. The background will change, and by the middle of December, for around about a month, things should get back to normal, and after that things will probably change again in some degree. I'm not quite sure how, but we will jump that bridge when we come to it. But other than that, I hope you enjoy the videos that I have pre-recorded for you over the next week. Thank you very much for listening to my completely disjointed ramblings. Look after each other, and good night.